Oh, hi. I didn't see you there, but I'm glad you showed up. I did want to tell you that on Monday, October 20th of 2025, I Hate Music released episode 101. It was an episode where we did some calendar scrolling, shared some stories, talked about music, and dove into the subject of quote-unquote castle metal. Well, we played a couple bands, and apparently the universe did not want you to hear those bands. Shortly after the episode was launched, our podcast host, Spotify, emailed me and said that the episode had been banned and removed from multiple countries throughout the world. Throughout that same day, I got email after email telling me that the episode had been removed and it would not be available on any streaming platform. By Tuesday, it was completely gone from every platform that I could find, except for YouTube because it's a separate uploading process. My only thing that I could do is to talk to Spotify and appeal to them and ask for a reason why and what I could do to rectify the situation. It's very strange as this is episode 101 and we have had at least 80 some episodes with lots of music in it from multiple genres. But for some reason, these songs that we played violated some kind of licensings with the rights holder or something, and we were unable to play them. Anyway, if you want to listen to the entire episode with the music, you can listen to it on YouTube. But for this episode that you're about to hear, I've had to cut the music to appease the license holders, I guess. I'm not sure of the reason for all of this. I know that a lot of people are removing their music from Spotify and places like that, so I don't know if that's maybe an unintended consequence. I do find it too bad that when people are removing their music from streaming platforms, that then it prohibits podcasts like my own to help promote those bands as well. Regardless, if you want to listen to the entire episode with the music, head on over to YouTube. If you don't care about hearing the music, listen to this one and with the music cut out. That's always so sweet, that little
it ends
photo
with us.
The photo of you and I, like
embraced.
It was at Fort George, right? That was years ago at Fort George on the
possibly
that upper level.
Yeah, it was either there or that place in White Salmon, up Everybody's maybe?
Everybody's. I'm pretty sure it was Fort George. I think it was when we were at the beach together.
Nice.
That one time.
One of the things you always used to say was lips on glasses.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Moist lips on glasses. Yeah.
Why'd you say that?
What was that about? I don't remember.
I don't know
why.
You're coming on to me, dude.
I think so. It was like moist lips on glasses. And then I would text it to you and I'd say it to you.
Yeah, it's just a way for you to say, I miss you, Nick. Like, you just couldn't say, I miss you.
That's right. Yeah. I had to make it like too awkward and weird.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I can't wait for your comedy show, dude.
Oh, man. Yeah. I've got some good ideas, but I'm a little worried, though, because, well, I don't want to reveal too much, but some of it's based off of my Letterboxd stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Which you will have already read, most likely.
That's fine. So. Don't do the show for me, dude. I mean, there's going to be other people there that haven't read it.
You're going to be like, oh, I already heard about this.
So boring, my God.
Yeah. Oh, his review of Old School, so dumb.
No, they're hilarious.
Yeah.
My memory is so shit that it's okay, man. I won't even remember ever reading those.
Yeah, where'd you get that shirt that you're wearing?
Oh, crikey, it's Jason Walton. This... Jason got me this shirt. Thank you, Jason. I forgot that Jason got me this shirt, though, and I'm totally embarrassed by that.
Yeah, earlier I was asking Nick,
he was like, where'd you get this shirt?
And you're like, I don't know, like from Earache or something.
Yeah, I was trying to think, because when I put it on this morning, I was like, man, this is an awesome shirt. Where'd I get this? I'm sorry, dude. Life's happening. Life's hitting hard, dude.
Oh, yeah. And if you, what is it? Life moves fast. And if you don't, what is it? Life moves fast. And if you don't something, it's the Ferris Bueller famous quote.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But it's true. It's true.
It is true.
I mean, it seems like our lifetime is a long time, but day-to-days go by so fast.
They do.
And
they do, for sure.
I don't know what to do, man.
But yeah, technically you did get it from the label because I ordered it from Earache. So
nice.
Yeah.
$8. So what a deal.
$8 at this weird sale. I got one for you, one for me, and I got a Altars of Madness shirt.
Nice.
For
wow.
$8.
That was $8 too? Jesus.
Yeah. Anyway, here we are. I Hate Music, episode 101.
Wow.
Yeah, we're going to go over some listener emails. We're going to do our new calendar scroll thing to catch up on shows and events in our lives.
It's the only way we remember if I wrote it down on the calendar.
Yeah. It's. I assume you use Google Calendar, right?
Yeah, of course, dude. We should share it with each other.
Yeah, we should. Oh, my God. Mine, actually... Is there anything?
Yeah, you're going to see like when I work out and shit and like I got to water the plants.
I've showed my calendar to a couple people and everybody's like, what the fuck? But I also have to explain, it's like 4 adult humans calendars on one.
Oh, right.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
So actually I'm gonna share it real quick.
Yeah, let's see what it looks like, man. That'd be interesting. Because mine's bad enough. It's just me. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's holy shit. Yeah, you got a lot on there, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there's nothing too personal on here, but like, today it's like
you have birthdays on there and garbage.
Take out the garbage. Yeah. It's like Ellery's plan, like when we get imperfect foods delivered. Yeah, recording, Pilates class.
Wow.
Zen practice tonight. I've got advocacy co-chair with the academy meeting tonight after this. Asphyx tomorrow.
Yeah.
Cold Stars release show.
Wow.
My friend Nick Loicano's coming into town. I'm going to Seattle next week for an academy meeting.
Nice.
All sorts of stuff, but I probably shouldn't share that too much. But
that's crazy. You have a lot on there.
Yeah, but again, it's 4 people, so it's. But man, I live my life by it. It's like I also add tasks on it too. So I got to do this, I got to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of like the calendar scroll because it's like reminds me like, we got to talk about the Autechre show. We got to talk about like all this stuff. So
does it feel like you're doing more than you ever have, or is it just like looking at it like that is seemingly overwhelming, but it's actually the same amount of stuff you've always been doing?
I think it's hard to say. I think it's shifted though. Like now that our kids are older, I feel like I'm doing the same amount of stuff. Excuse me. It's just not. It's not as much like kid-oriented stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not going to the plays or the.
What are we doing with all this extra time? I think about that too. I feel like my days are so full, but I have a lot more time than I used to have. I'm just filling it with more things that I'm interested in, I guess my hobbies and stuff or something. But it's strange.
You're living life the way you want to more than you ever have before.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I hope so, but it does seem like I'm not reflecting enough. Like it's going by so fast that I am kind of not even realizing what I'm doing because there's so much shit happening. And it's all good shit, It's all good stuff.
Yeah. No, I get that for sure. But it is good to... Well, you're not very good with planning downtime.
Definitely not. My therapist says the same thing. It's like, why don't you schedule from 3 to 6 on Sunday, chilling out? Like, I gotta put that on my fucking calendar, dude.
Yeah, but you can schedule that. That's fine. It's not about like not scheduling. It's about making space. Making space. It's important.
Yes.
But I feel like you're. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you're better about it than you used to be. I feel like it's a work in progress, right?
It is. I'm very conscious and aware of it. Awareness is the first step or whatever. But
exactly.
Whether that actually equates to action is a whole other thing. But I would like it to be less overwhelming for sure.
Yeah. Same. I mean, I feel like I'm pretty good about having downtime, but not as good as I could or possibly should be. So
yeah. I just think about, a lot of time in the past where it was wasted going to the grocery store. We do some grocery delivery sometimes. Like, what am I doing with all this extra time? I often think about that.
Yeah.
And most of the time, it's like I stop myself from being on my phone too much, or I stop myself from zoning out on. I like watching movies, so I don't think that's wasted time. But certainly, a lot of the phone time is wasted time. But a lot of times, I feel like I'm doing something kind of fun and important on there too. It's not like it's all wasted.
No, I mean that's the struggle. It's like you can do it in a productive manner.
Yeah.
But you can also just waste tons of time. It depends on how you're using it and what. Like, I don't spend that much time on my phone anymore, really. Like, I use social media for promoting 100%. That's all I use it for.
Nice. Yeah.
And I try not to like be on it and scroll. Like, I'll scroll like just a tiny bit to be like, like what is Thief up to? What is this person up to? Find out about this show. But I very, very small doses.
Yeah, that's good.
But it's normally it's hard to maintain, but lately I've just been so burnt out on interacting with my phone in that way that it hasn't been hard.
That's good.
But it's not always easy to do that.
No, I know.
But I've been leaning into reading a lot more. I've been reading a lot more, and
that's something that's really dropped off for me. It's like what am I doing now that I used to spend 20 books a year reading books, and this year I probably read 1 or 2 at the most.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, it's hard.
I'm trying to think about what that is.
Reading is easy for me to fall off if I don't have books that engage me. But
sometimes I choose a book that's too heady or whatever, and Jesus.
Yeah. Like sometimes it just loses me. And it's not necessarily that I don't like it. It's just like sometimes it's too much.
It's an effort. It's like an effort. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been trying to be better about putting a book aside. I used to be like, I have to finish this book. And what would happen is it would take me 2 years to finish the book because I wasn't engaged with it.
Yeah.
But if I love a book, like I just read Marc Maron's first book recently, and I plowed through it in like 4 days because it was so engaging. But
I read the Aussie book a couple of months ago, and it was so easy to read. It's like, why don't I just read books like this? It's fine. It's almost like a kid's book, But it's just a step above a kid's book, where it's it's just Aussie talking or whatever. But it's really entertaining and fun. So what's wrong with that? I don't have to be intellectual all the time or whatever.
But I also think you're selling yourself short. I think it's I think that stuff is important too. It's biographies of important people in your life and in culture's life and culture's life. What does that mean? But like in the culture, Yeah,
and I like learning the background of albums and how these things were recorded and all these things. Not that he goes in a lot of detail, but other books are certainly like that,
And I love reading biographies and autobiographies. I've been reading a ton of them.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's cool. That's a good way to do it, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, here we are. I Hate Music, episode 101.
Nice.
We're
good to
11
be here.
minutes into it already. I got a couple things to say real quick.
Yeah.
Come on, people. Patreon. It's not fucking hard. Radical Research, they're making millions per month off of their Patreon.
Yeah, of course they are. What's going on with ours, man?
Million. We've got like a handful. And thank you to the people that help. But man, I'm hemorrhaging money on this. It's like, it's like.
Are you being serious right now? What's happening here?
$60,000 a month to keep this podcast going.
Yeah, we got to start a GoFundMe, dude. This is crazy.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. No, but in all seriousness, we do have a Patreon. We would super report. God, I can't talk anymore. Yeah. Super appreciate support. Of course, it's not necessary, but it does help us with overhead and costs and things like that, and it makes us feel loved, and that's the most important part.
I listen to this aviation podcast where the guy names all the people that are the Patreon members, and that's kind of like sometimes I think, it would be cool if he named me, even though I don't. So let's do that. How about that?
That's what Radical Research does too.
Okay. Well, I haven't heard enough.
I can do it right now. You want me to?
Yeah, let's do it, man. I mean, this is important. These are people that are paying $5 a month or whatever, and we really appreciate their support.
Yeah, let me just log in here real quick.
We'll know how few actually subscribe to.
I mean, actually, this is like the whole history of this podcast. I think that I'm doing amazing until I talk to somebody else. I'm like, oh man, I've got 30,000 downloads or whatever. I mean, this was a couple years ago, but it was like, no, not 30. It was like 60,000 downloads. I'm like, over the course of what? Like, I think it was like 60 episodes. I was like, that sounds really good. And I talked to fucking Alan from Primordial, and he's like, "Oh, I've got 1.5 million downloads," and I make $600 a month on this or whatever. And I talked to Radical Research and like, oh, we've got like hundreds of Patreon subscribers. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we can't let that drag us down, man. It's the same thing with music. You know, a lot of times I feel like what my music I'm putting out is like it's getting out there and it's being effective. And you look at the sales and it feels good to me. You know, it's not a lot or anything, but then you actually look at numbers of other people. And it's like, oh man. It's just a drop in the bucket, but it shouldn't make you stop producing or anything.
Oh hell no. Okay. But I do have like really good stories that come out of it too. Like, you know, very often I get emails from people or I talk to people and they're like, hey, because of your podcast, like I'm a listener and I listen to this podcast and because of that I connected with this person and I found this band and you know, and that stuff's really cool. I appreciate that, but it doesn't fucking pay me money. So.
Wow, dude. I mean, maybe this is a cry for help that I didn't realize was happening in your life. I hope you're okay. I hope you're okay, dude. Well, you're not relying on this fucking podcast to make any money. I hope so, dude. Jesus.
I mean, I figure between Moonbladder and this, I can make my millions, you know?
Yeah, right. Let's talk about that show, too. Well, speaking of that, Alex from New Mexico, the Red Mesa guy.
Yeah.
He sent me a picture of him and Johnny.
Yeah, me too.
Send you that one too? Cool.
Yeah,
so that's a good example of like these people connecting with each other.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that was, and I don't know. Was that a Black Braid
Must have been a Black Braid show. Yeah, I think so.
Must have been. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so do I list the members that joined that are free members that aren't paying me any money, or do I just do the paid ones?
How are they joining for free? I don't understand how it works.
You can join for free. And I'm not really sure
only the paying.
Okay. Paid members. All right. Right here.
Yeah. Here we go.
Okay. So you can sign up to be a Patreon member and like not piss me off at patreon.com/IHateMusicPodcast. Come on, fuckers. I Hate Music Podcast. It's easy. Fucking sign up.
Wow.
Okay. John Foley.
Nice. He's an Australian guy, I believe.
Yeah. Good memory. Yeah.
He's awesome.
Yeah. He's been a member since February 27th.
Nice. Thank you, John.
Some guy named Rob Kajluba. Sorry for mispronouncing that, I'm sure.
Oh, thank you, Rob.
He's pledging Canadian money, so I assume he's Canadian.
Nice.
He's been a member since February 20th of 2025.
Nice.
Oh, here's your friend Liam Burke.
Nice. Liam, thank you. Dude, Liam's the greatest. He's a heavy supporter of everything we both do. He's a great guy. Great guy.
He's been a member since October of 2024. Our friend Dallas, he's been a member since October of 2024.
I think I met him for the first time at your birthday, dude. I didn't really know him.
Yeah. Yep, you did. Yep.
Yeah.
Matt Kenny.
Matt Kenny, what's up? I love Matt Kenny. Old friend, and we had a great weekend together just recently.
You did down south, as they say.
No, and he came up this weekend. We went and saw Nightmare on Elm Street 4. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
And the Tron movie. He was there this weekend. He was here this weekend.
Yeah, so he's been a member since October of 2024. Dane Perry has been a member since August of 24.
Thank you, Dane.
Gail Perot, Hunter's good friend. He's been a member since August of 24. Kyle Kraus.
Of course.
Yep. He's been a member since August of 2024.
Thank you, Kyle.
Paul Stolp.
Paul, of course, a #1 fan.
Yeah, he's been a member since August of 24. And of course, the one, the only, the Romaniac. Sebastian.
Thank you, guys.
He's been a member since August of 2024. He was the very first member. So if you want me to read your name,
that's right,
on air, I Hate Music Podcast, subscribe.
He'll even do something for your answering machine or something. You know, if you need.
Like they did on NPR or something. Yeah, I'll call your phone number, leave your outgoing voice message.
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah. Anyway, in all seriousness, we do appreciate it, but of course, there's no pressure. We have talked about having original or exclusive content behind a paywall. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I don't know. But anyway, it makes us feel loved, and that's important.
Yeah, that's right.
What also makes us feel loved is listener emails. Write to us at hate.pod.music@gmail.com. We love listener emails because it keeps us engaged. It gives us new things to talk about. And then we don't have to figure out what to talk about. You can tell us what to talk about, and it's less work for us, and we can make more money for less work.
That's right. We can have a whole podcast just talking about what you talk about. That would be nice.
Yes. So should we? Hold on, I gotta take my slippers off here. It's getting hot in here all of a sudden. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, you're getting so angry about this.
Just God damn it, pay my fucking bills. No. Yeah. I went off the rails there a little bit. Obviously, it's all in jest. We don't need your money, but we do appreciate the support.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so should we do a calendar scroll here? Talk about what has happened?
Sure. Yeah. Since last time? Yeah, what did we do?
What was the date of our last recording?
You certainly had a show since then.
I did.
I don't want to jump the gun too quickly here, but our last recording was September 18th, it looks like. No, September 25th. September
25th. Okay.
Yeah.
So 25th. So yeah, after that.
The first thing we did. Oh, I saw the movie One Battle After Another. Have you seen it yet?
I haven't seen it yet. I've heard it's great though.
Dude, so good.
Yeah.
Really intense. Leonardo does a great job. Benicio del Toro, amazing. Yeah, really great acting and cool story. It's kind of relevant to what's happening in the world as well. So
yeah, I've heard it was great. I went on Tuesday the 30th. Went to see Rock and Roll High School with the fam and Jori. Of course, nothing new for me. I've seen it movie a million times, but Ramones are really important to me, and it's one of those movies. I mean, it's a stupid, silly movie, but it's also one of those films that every time I see it, I see a little bit of something different.
That's good.
You know, it was a lot of fun. It's not super brainy or anything or new for me, but yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Happy birthday to Jori too.
Yeah, his birthday was right before that, so yeah, a little bit ago. And then next for me was the Moonbladder show on October 4th.
I was happy to attend.
Yes, and I started, and it was just you and my friend Deshaun, and that was it.
It got full pretty quick, dude.
Yeah.
Not full. It got more people for sure showed up.
I think that at high water mark, a lot of people hang out at the bar, and then they hear music, and then they walk into the venue part.
Seems like it,
yeah.
It was great meeting your friend Deshaun. Man.
Oh yeah, they're great. They're great. I actually put one of their songs on the playlist, the I Hate Music playlist.
Good.
But yeah, so it was just you and Deshaun in the beginning, and then it kind of people started to show up, and it was a great night. I mean, it was pretty special night. It was Deep Cross were on tour, and they asked me to open. So it was me, it was Folian, my friend Devin from Folian, and Layla from Vastum, and Deep Cross, and of course Daniel Menchie. Just heavy hitters, just like a night of really varied, interesting heavy hitters in their scene. So
I believe I'd seen Daniel Menchie once, but it's been a while. But
okay.
It was a new experience seeing Folian.
Yep.
Super intense singers, one person up there with a guitar.
Yep.
And manipulating pedals and shit, but playing guitar mostly the whole time. It was fucking great, dude. Super emotional, really beautiful.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
And then Leia, of course. Oh my god, I never heard that before. I was super impressed by that. She played a trumpet at one point.
Yeah, she did. That was awesome.
I bought her vinyl, and that is also an excellent record that I have. I forget the title of it. Pardon me, but it's really great record.
Yeah. Yeah, she's great. Folian was great. Daniel's always great. Deep Cross was really cool. They played more of an ambient set than I was expecting from them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, 7-inch they were selling I bought is it's kind of poppy and catchy. It's kind of weird. And then I bought a cassette as well. The cassette is more in tune of what I was expecting, more more noisy or whatever.
More industrial, Godfrey type
noise stuff. Yeah. But it was they're varied in their performances, I guess.
Yeah. The Deep Cross stuff that I'd heard before was kind of Godfleshy industrial, and so I was really surprised by this, like all ambient set. But
yeah,
it was a great night. I was super happy that you made it, and
it was fun.
Yeah, that was a lot.
I like
of fun.
the high water mark.
It's a great place. I like playing there. Ash from Spirit Possession was doing sound that night, so it's always good to see her.
Does she do sound for them periodically or all the time?
A lot of the time, yeah. She's one of the main sound people there.
Nice.
But she floats around a lot too. She does sound at Wonder Ballroom and other places I can't think of. Roseland sometimes, I think.
Well, we want to talk to Sarah at some point on this podcast.
Yes, for sure.
Talking to her too. Have you had a podcast with Ash before?
Yes, one of the very, very early ones was with Ash. Nice. Yeah,
it'd be good to talk to her too.
Yeah,
Spirit Possession's blowing up, dude. They're fucking great.
Yeah, they're awesome, and they've been touring a lot, and yeah, they're doing really well. They opened that Beharit show but we missed them. We're too busy chatting.
We did miss, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Jason and I were talking about earlier, but maybe not seeing every opening band anymore. I don't know if that's an elderly thing or not wanting to stand the whole time. I'm not sure what it is exactly, but I don't have the desire to see every band like I used to.
Yeah. Well, I think it's multifaceted for me. It's like a lot of these opening bands I've seen before, a bunch. I love Spirit Possession, but also like I love hanging out with you and catching up. Yeah, so exactly. We also missed them in the UK, or at least I did.
I saw them.
Did you?
Okay. I saw them. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, did they play on the same day you played? You were backstage?
I think so. I think they did. Yeah. It's just hard when I'm playing. I'm just in the mode for getting ready and resting and all that. Yep. Next, I think, is Autechre then.
Yeah, let's talk about Autechre. Okay, let's talk about the build-up to Autechre.
Yes, let's talk about the build-up to Autechre.
Jason got an email before.
Yeah, I actually meant to pull up that email, but I'm not sure I even have it anymore.
First off, we bought these tickets a long time ago.
Long time ago.
Or something.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Months ago. It was. I don't remember how I heard about it, but I heard about it somehow. Autechre's coming. I like our Autechre, but it's not my scene. But they're one of the few like IDM type of bands that I do like, or that I'm aware of and know. And I thought, well, this would be a really cool experience. So we just jumped on tickets, but they sold out in like 15 minutes or something crazy like that.
Yes, really quickly.
And it was at a venue that we'd never been to before called the Den in Portland. Mm-hmm. And then I just kind of forgot about it. And it was like, oh, it's like 6 months from now or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the date's approaching, and I get this email from the venue saying that during the Autechre set, they're going to turn off all the lights, and you're not allowed to move.
Let's. I think it's important to say it like they said it. Okay. So
do you have it?
Keep talking about. Yeah, I'll find it. I'll find it.
Yeah. So they're like, don't move. If you need assistance, shine the light on your phone, and an employee will come and get you. They made it sound really oppressive and strange to me.
I heard it. Okay. Hello, Jason. Excuse me. Hello, Jason. This is a friendly reminder that Autechre, sold out, all caps, is coming up soon. Please read this essential notice from Autechre. For Autechre set, all lights in the venue will be off. Please plan on being in one place for the performance. And do not move unnecessarily until it is finished, when the lights will come back on again. Please do not shine any lights at the stage or around the room during the performance. In case of emergency, lights will come on and the staff will assist you. If you need to leave for any reason, please use your mobile phone to light your way. If you are an assistant, please turn your phone's light on and wave it above your head. Absolutely no recording. And venue security will be in place, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, and then they have the set times. 7 o'clock, this door, 7:45, this other band, 8:15, this other band. Between 9:15 and 9:30 is changeover. Please use this time to get a drink or use the restroom before Autechre begins.
Yeah.
Fucking all these rules, dude. It's insane.
Yeah, intense.
I like it.
So I want to relay my impression and then get yours, because we really haven't talked about this yet.
Go ahead.
But like, getting that email, I was like, it kind of psyched me out. And I was like, I'm not like super claustrophobic or anything, but I'm like, having to stand in a dark room with a sold out crowd when I can't see anybody. And like, it kind of got me psyched out. And I'm like, I'm going to stay next to the door. And then if I have to leave, I can get out.
Yeah.
Well, what ended up happening from my point of view anyway, was I was like kind of by the door, but kind of towards the back of the venue. So Autechre starts and they turn out the lights. Well, but I had two massive exit signs behind me that were glowing green. So from where I was standing and my point of view, it wasn't so different than a lot of like noise or metal shows that I've seen. Like it was dark, but it wasn't pitch black. I could see
no stage lights though.
No stage lights, except for you could see like a couple amps with their lights on it. You could see like the glow of a laptop or something maybe. But they had like some kind of big screens in front of them to like block as much light as possible. But really, like I could look around the room and know exactly where everything was. I could see the silhouettes of people. It was dark, but it was like I've seen black metal shows that were just as dark. So it wasn't as oppressive as I was anticipating, which I was thankful for.
Yeah.
But still, it was like kind of a weird, suffocating atmosphere. Especially like the beginning of the set was so. It's beats, but they're not like beats you can dance to.
Weirdest fucking beats, man. It's rhythmic for very, very small doses. It's like 5 seconds of rhythm, and then it fucking changes into something weird. But it's still overall, it's still rhythmic. It's just so weird.
Yeah. There's videos like on Instagram and stuff of people saying like dance party to Autechre, and then they're kind of just like jerking around and
yeah. Like doing the Elaine dance from Seinfeld.
Exactly. Yeah. So it took me about 20 minutes to kind of like get into the vibe of it.
Yeah.
And then I fucking loved it. I really enjoyed it. It was like something I'd never really experienced before. Towards the end, they started to get more into kind of straight beats a little bit here and there. But
here and there.
Yeah,
rare.
But it was an interesting experience, just removing all sensory input except for the music.
It really made you focus solely on the music and kind of be in your head. I would drift in and out, man.
Me too.
I'd be with it and be like, oh, this is fucking awesome. It's like robots having sex. This is insane.
Yeah.
Robots boxing. I was thinking of all these things,
Yeah.
But my mind would drift for 15, 20 minutes and then I'd find my way back, I don't know what I'd be thinking of, but, usual shit, my hobbies or what I'm doing tomorrow or whatever.
It was such a cool exercise in just experiencing a show in a different way. Yes. And it was very meditative. It's like you're focused on this one thing, but then your mind wanders and you come back to it, and your mind wanders again, you come back to it. And after about 20 minutes of just kind of settling into it, I had a great time. Hour and a half was enough. Like that was like, okay, like I'm good. But yeah, I fucking loved it. I really, really enjoyed it.
Well, my take is going into it, getting that email, it started this topic between Jason and a couple other friends about pretentiousness, about this idea of controlling a show and like making it in an image that you want it to be. Mm-hmm. And there's, I think I can get on board with that. If there's an artist that wants me to experience something a certain way, I mean, that's fine. Yeah, let's try it. But it felt pretty oppressive getting this thing. And my first reaction was getting pissed off. It's like, fuck these guys.
Yeah.
They can't tell me what to do. It's like, I'm American or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Can't tell me what to do. So I was just like kind of low expectations going in for sure. It's like, oh, these fucking guys. They're just up there going to be wanking on their laptops, But you walk in and it was a venue we'd never been to and never heard of.
It was really cool.
Warehouse, basically. Just a big warehouse. But they had like black lights, and the guy taking your checking your for security was telling you this is a dark show. So people that didn't get the email were told kind of at the beginning. But so you walk in and yes, it is pretty dark. I went up a little closer towards the stage and it was dark, but still I could see in front of me and stuff. But yeah, like you said, about 15, 20 minutes of just like, what the fuck is this? Just really get into it. And time went by quick. I was like standing there the whole time and getting kind of sore after about an hour and something. I looked at my clock at one point, but I felt so insecure about looking at it. Like,
yeah, me too.
I didn't want it to glow, but I wanted to look at my phone to just see what time it was. But I didn't want to be scolded by anybody.
I know. I pulled out my phone for a second and just recorded a video, even though you're not supposed to. But I kept the phone in my pocket and just hit record. So I got a video from my pocket. I just wanted to capture just like a little moment of it. But
there were some beautiful moments of rhythm. And I got into the mindset of trying to almost figure out how they were doing it, because they seemed like they were jamming. They were freestyling this. This wasn't, maybe there was a foundation that was planned or something, but
yeah, I don't know.
It seemed to be just like feeding off each other and kind of jamming with each other, but with samples, and like, I don't know how they do it. I have no idea. It didn't look like they were playing hardware, dude. It looked like they were like fucking around with software.
Yeah, I think that's correct. And Zach Chia could tell you how they're doing it for sure. He would know. But it's so out of my realm that I don't know. But I'm, the last, I mean, like, I've always been into electronic music, but the last 4 or 5 years, I've been getting more and more into things like Autechre or Matmos, and it's just so out of my frame of reference that it fascinates me. Like, yeah. I think someone like Zach can see that setup and listen to that and be like, oh, I know they're using this and they're doing this. And to me, it's just
maybe even recognize songs sometimes. Like, for us, it was just a new experience. We had no idea what was happening.
Yeah,
I'm not that familiar with them or anything. So.
Yeah, I bought a shirt.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Shit, I just noticed that you bought something. Cool.
Yeah, well, so you and I and David, we showed up. We kind of went in there, and then we ended up getting kind of split up. But David and I were together for a little bit longer. We ran into Zach, talked with Zach for a minute, ran into Eric, Agaloc's lighting guy, talked to him for a second. And then I was like, I bought a shirt, and so this is a really good story. So, you know how, like, when I buy shirts, at a show, I tuck them into my belt. So it's like they're on my person. I don't have to hold them, but they're just hanging off my belt. So I buy a shirt. I buy David a CBD soda. I buy myself a CBD soda. And I'm like, I'm going to hit the head real quick, run into the bathroom. I'm peeing. I look down, and my brand new shirt is underneath the urinal.
Gross, dude.
Yeah.
Did you piss on it?
I did not, but
there's a puddle there.
Probably. Well, I don't know, but I didn't even feel it fall off. And like, wow. I do this all the fucking time. But the problem was I did it like on the front of my belt, and I guess I did it where there wasn't like in between loops. Usually I do it in between loops on my jeans. I must have miscalculated it, done it wrong. So I looked down, and it's literally like laying on the ground underneath the urinal. I'm like, and I said, motherfucker, like out loud. So I finished up, and I grabbed it off the floor, and I just tucked it in my belt on the back.
Nice.
I couldn't tell if it was like soaked in urine. It definitely wasn't like soaked, but it couldn't have been too good, but I just ignored it. I'm like, I'm not going to just throw this shirt away. I just paid $35 for it. So I kept it on my belt. And then when I got home, I immediately threw it in the wash. But it definitely grossed me out. It didn't smell bad. I think it was best case as far as that shit goes, but
that's awesome. But they had some vinyl for sale as well, I think. But
not when I went up there. They just had the one shirt. They must have been sold out. Yeah.
So this pretentiousness stuff, it brings up, are all live shows pretentious? Is anybody that gets on a stage, that's showing you their art can be perceived as pretentious? Is this pretentious of them for trying to create this scene, this kind of this scenario where it actually fucking worked?
Yeah.
Like the way they made these rules made it a better show. Because I think people would have been on their phones. They would have been videoing. It would have been distracting from the music.
Yeah.
It turned out to be really cool. So I'm glad they did. But I was pissed off first.
Yeah. Well, and the cynic in me is like, it's also a great way to hide the fact that they're not doing much. Like you can't see anything.
There isn't much to see. Maybe having some lasers would have been good,
Maybe,
but
I don't know.
Distracted from the music. I wonder what their ideas are.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I'm with you though. I'm glad that it happened. I'm glad they did it that way. Yeah, it was interesting.
Not moving for an hour and a half, dude. I was stiff as a board, dude. When I was like walking out of there, I was like limping out of there.
Yeah,
I could barely move.
Yeah,
my fucking body, dude, because there was nowhere to sit or anything.
So Marty told me that he went, but he left after a half hour because he was bored.
Marty was there?
Yeah, I didn't see him. Yeah.
No,
but yeah, he said he left because he said it was.
I mean,
boring,
that's one point of view for sure.
Yeah,
I can see how that can happen. I mean, it took us 20 minutes or so to get into it. So
yeah, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. I would definitely
cool experience.
Go again. Yeah, and I would like to check out more stuff like that too.
Man, we were pretty old. I mean, there are people our age there, I suppose, but
I think so.
It seemed like there's a scene for that of younger people that we're not aware of.
Yeah. But Zach's like way into that shit. You know, he's like, oh, I've worked at this venue before. He's like, I know the people. Like it's nice. It's like the place for like electronic music in Portland.
Oh shit. Okay. So, wow.
Yeah.
Nice. I feel like that scene likes to stay up late too.
For sure. Yeah.
Like, oh no, this shit doesn't start till 1. Fuck that. I'm going to bed.
Yeah. I saw at least 3 Blood Incantation shirts at that show, though.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
wow. There's some crossover happening with
there's crossover. Yeah,
ambient stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, I loved it. I was I thought I would enjoy it, but I liked it a lot more than I thought I would.
Me too. My expectations were very low, but it ended up being most excellent. I had a great time.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, thanks for going to that with me. That was super fun.
Thank you. On the 10th of October, my friend Matt and I, after Matt, Patreon member, thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Matt.
He and I went to Clinton Street Theater where they were showing Nightmare on Elm Street 4. And in attendance was the teenage actress who was like the main star of the movie.
Yeah.
Tuesday Night was her name. So we got to see her, get her autograph, $40 for autograph. Dude.
Oh, really? Nice.
But I had her sign my VHS. Here it is. Look at that. To Nick, cool. Lots of Tuesday Night. Maybe not the best Nightmare on Elm Street. But it's fun, it's very 1988 or whatever.
Yeah.
And she did a Q&A, and oh man, so we know a lot of geeks, music geeks. I'm in other scenes. There's flying geeks. There's there's lots of geeks out there, but there are movie geeks.
Oh yeah.
So the Q&A was quite hilarious. Matt and I were just joking a lot about it. It didn't go as extreme as this, but basically it was like, so Friday, I see that the key grip in this was, Bruce McCampbell. And what was it like working with him? I noticed that he was also on Wishmaster 3. And
yeah, it's like that. It's like that Simpsons scene where it's like they're at the comic book convention and they're like, in this episode, you did this, but that doesn't make sense with this other episode. And yeah.
And she was a good sport. She tries to answer. Everybody wants to know what it's like working with Robert Englund and all these things. That's fine. That's a legit question, of course. But it's just funny realizing that I just find myself in another dorky scene here.
Yeah.
Yeah. How does this happen to me, dude?
Like all your scenes have all these dorks in them somehow.
Yeah. Must make me a dork or something.
You're like a multifaceted dork.
Yeah, exactly.
All these different things.
But it's cool because she was trying her best to promote her newer stuff. She did this in 1988. Dude, it's just a long time.
Yeah,
ago.
That's a long time ago. Yeah,
had a career since then.
Right.
She tried to kind of steer it towards that a few times, and you could tell that she probably gets annoyed by these questions of like, what did you do on that one time in 1988? I mean, maybe you guys get it too with the Mantle or something. It's like,
yeah,
what was it? With the Mantle. It's like, well, we have 4 other albums since then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, I think everybody gets that to a certain degree, but I can't imagine something that was like from the 80s. I mean, that's not, 20 years ago. That's a lot more.
Trying to remember everything, and her stories probably all become the same that she tells them to everybody because there's only a few that she remembers or something.
Yeah.
But that was interesting.
I like that Clinton does that. They do those like
Oh,
movies and Q&A things, and yeah.
yeah. Well, the Word War does a lot of those things too. We're lucky to
Hmm.
have multiple people working on these things, and I don't know if it's happening in other cities. Maybe some of our listeners can let us know. But Portland seems to be pretty thriving as far as like
Yeah.
movie scene goes and cult movies go and stuff like
Oh
that. So
yeah. Oh yeah. I was just trying to plan out the next month of like concert and film going, and it's just insane. Like I'm passing stuff up now because there's just too
yeah,
much. Like I was going to go see Mario Bava's Black Sunday this last Sunday, but I didn't end up going.
nice.
Last night was the Marc Maron documentary at Cinema 21, but I ended up not going. There was a
Yeah,
Japanese movie Cure at Clinton Street last night too that I didn't go to. Um,
yeah.
it's just like I can't even keep up with all the stuff that's happening. So
That's a newer thing, right? I
it
mean,
is
20 years ago, 15 years ago, it wasn't happening like that. Every
no
so often there'd be a cool event like that, but
yeah
it's happening all the time now.
all and even just concerts. There's just so many freaking concerts too.
Yeah, for sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
I went and
Well,
saw
Portland used to get passed up, dude.
all the
Portland
time.
used
Yeah.
to get people could go from San Francisco to Seattle, or they would, a lot of times they wouldn't stop here. They would just go to Vancouver, BC, and
Hmm.
skip Seattle sometimes too, you know?
Yep.
But it's not the case anymore. So
Yep. Yeah. On Sunday, I went to the Schnitz with Aaron to see My Favorite Murder live, the podcast.
wow, cool.
It was
Nice.
it was really
How was
cool.
that seeing a live we have to do this, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's in the works, sort of. Well, it's in
Nice.
the talking stages at this point. But yes, I definitely want to do it
I
live.
like seeing a live
It was the
podcast. What's that?
very first time I'd ever seen a live podcast.
Yeah.
We were kind of up in the nosebleeds, and it was fucking packed.
Wow.
But it was really cool. It's like visually, there's not a ton to watch. You know, maybe they should have just turned out all the lights. We should just focus on their voices.
Genius, dude.
Yeah, wow. But it was really cool. You know, a podcast is usually kind of short, so it was kind of like the Autechre said. It was like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
But it was really cool. They basically do, for those people that aren't familiar, My Favorite Murder. It's these two women. One used to be a professional comedian, and one, I'm not sure what her background is, but they met at a party and they started talking about like true crime and how they're both fascinated by true crime. And they started this podcast just kind of on a whim, just like, hey, let's see what happens. And now it's just fucking huge, and it's their full-time job and all that. And they basically they share stories of like, it's not all murders. It's like it's usually based around some kind of true crime, but like mostly like unsolved things, kind of like a modern day unsolved mysteries or
Yeah.
America's Most Wanted or something like that. But when they're on tour, they do things that are local. So here
Oh,
they did this thing about this family that disappeared in the 80s, I think it was, and they just recently like realized what happened to them
oh wow.
this year. They found their car in the Columbia, like with their bodies,
Just this year?
just this year. Yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah. And then
Wow. And by accident, or are they looking, still looking?
it was some guy that just became obsessed with the case, and he was a diver, and he was like, I'm gonna start diving in these locations, and he
Holy
ended up
shit.
finding the vehicle and like recovering
Wow.
bodies and stuff. So
Oh my God. So yeah, these are like the public is helping the police and
yeah, and that's kind of the point of these things, just like America's Most Wanted or Unsolved Mysteries. It's like getting the public engaged
yeah.
with these things, and that's what these podcasts do now.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that was really cool to see. And then they invite somebody from the audience on stage to tell something like that they know of that's strange from Portland or wherever they are. Um,
Nice.
so, yeah, that was really cool. It seems like it's mostly women that enjoy true crime. So it was just like the whole place was just filled with women. Like there's men there for sure.
Good place to pick up chicks, dude.
Oh man, I was telling Aaron afterwards. I was like, there's something about the energy in there. It was like I swear to God, every woman in that place was smoking hot. It was just like I like afterwards. I was like,
That's the
Aaron,
opposite of like how metal shows used to be.
yeah, exactly. But I was just like, it was just like the female energy in there, and everybody was just like they're vibing on this level that was just it was like it
Wow.
was
You felt
crazy.
the
Yeah. Oh, I
Holy shit.
felt the energy. Yeah.
awesome, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really cool. And then, I want to talk about Marc Maron for a second.
Okay, yeah. You're one of your favorite people.
Yep. So Marc Maron had his last episode on, what's today? On October 13th.
October 15th, so 2 days ago.
Yep. He had his very last episode. His last episode was with President Barack Obama.
Awesome. Wow.
Second time that he's interviewed him. And he decided that he wanted his last episode to go out with Barack, and they could talk about the importance of the podcast, the importance of, and like how to like basically continue in the world at this point with all the political division and all the craziness.
Trying to remain hopeful and stuff like this.
All that stuff, yeah. And
Barack would be good for that.
Yeah. So I've only listened to half of the episode so far, but I just wanted to take a minute to talk about Marc Maron. Because he is the reason I started this podcast. I first started listening to Marc Maron, if I were to guess, I would say, 2012, I want to say, something like that. So it's been 13 years or so. Twice a week, every week, for 13 years, I've been listening to him. I don't always listen to the entire episode, but I would always listen to his monologues. And through that, I got to become a fan of him as a comedian and as a person, as a personality. I've seen his stand-up live many, many times. I'm an avid fan. And when I first had the idea for this podcast, which was based off of our record group and us sharing music, I was listening to Marc Maron. I was listening to Aesop's podcast that was called Death Metal Dads. And I was listening to podcasts on NPR. But Marc Maron's was the first one that made it feel like it was accessible for me to do on my own. And like, I can do this. Like he can do this. I can do this. And so, the reason that I started this is because of my love for Marc Maron. And over the years, he's informed not only my podcast, but like my worldview. Like he's very much like a Anthony Bourdain character for me, or a figure in my life.
I see that.
Yeah, super influential. Even Moonbladder, like the whole idea of getting on stage and working out my shit in real time is based off of his stories of getting on stage and working out his hour in real time.
Yep.
So he's just been a massively influential person in my life. I Hate Music definitely would not exist without WTF and his work. And
what was the reasoning for hanging it up? He's just ready to move on.
Just ready to move on. Yeah.
He's been doing it forever.
Yeah, 16 years. Yeah, he's one of the OG podcasters. And he just said, he's literally done it twice a week, every week for 16 years without missing an episode.
That's insane. Jesus. He's been through a lot of shit since then too.
He's been through a lot of shit. He lost his partner a few years ago suddenly. He's interviewed everyone from like my friend GJ lives in LA to Barack Obama to like every movie star, every rock star you can think of.
And he was doing out of his garage. Like people would be coming to him in his garage a lot of times, right?
Yep. Yeah. Obama came to his garage. Yeah.
What the fuck's going on with this guy?
Yeah. Yeah. And now he's obviously still doing stand up, but he's acting. He does
music too, right?
Like he plays guitar. He plays in a band. They just play like, small shows in LA, but, just listening to him twice a week, every frickin' week for 13 years, it was definitely, he informed my worldview in a lot of ways. And he was an inspiration for me for going vegan. He's been vegan for 4 or 5 years, something like that.
Nice.
And just like a super, super important figure in my life. And when we were at Fortress Fest, we're flying back, and I listened to WTF on the plane a lot. And I was like, okay, new WTF. And I started up, and we're taking off, and he started into this preamble about like, I've been doing this a long time. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm like, please don't say it. Please don't say it. And then he's like, yeah, we're going to hang it up. And I cried. It's like it's a loss.
Because it's part of your routine. It's part of your schedule. You know? Like,
I mean, and I make fun of it. I make fun of myself, but it's like the closest one-sided relationship I've ever had. It's like I explained to my family, like, oh, Marc Maron told me today, because it feels like that. I'm in my car driving, or I'm doing whatever. I'm on the treadmill.
Yeah.
I can't tell him anything back, but he's talking to me twice a week, every week. It's what do they call it? A parasocial relationship,
Yeah.
But it is. It's like it's a huge. It feels like a loss, and it's such an interesting way. It sounds so crazy, but it is. It's like it's
almost
like losing a friend.
Yeah, we feel the same way about Ozzy. We feel the same way about a lot of musicians that you really get to know them through their art. It's different. Marc Maron's actually telling you his emotions, his discoveries, his self-improvement, all that stuff. We don't typically get the insights like that into somebody. So it's probably even a deeper relationship you're feeling. You know what I mean?
I think so, and it feels more one-on-one. When Ozzy performs a song, I know it's for everybody, but when it's just Marc's voice in my car and I'm driving to work or whatever, it feels very intimate. But he hasn't died. He's still like around, but it's been like a profound loss in my life. And I just wanted to I shouldn't say profound. That's not true. It's been a loss in my life. And I just wanted to make note of it because it was so important for the foundation of I Hate Music and the continuation of it too. And,
yeah, I believe that without his inspiration, these probably wouldn't have happened. So thanks for that.
Yeah. So
cool.
Rest in peace, Marc Maron.
I like him a lot. Rest in peace, Marc. I listened to him in the early days of his podcast quite a bit, but the last few years I've tapered off. And occasionally Dave Mustaine was on or something, Rob Halford was on or something like that. And I would listen.
Yeah, Rob was on a while back, like a year ago or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So then after that, the only thing I have right away is Asphyx tomorrow. But you'll be
cool. Gone. I'm sorry I'm leaving, going to Boston, but I hope you have a good time. The time we did see them at what was it called, dude?
MDF? No.
No.
Oh, at Tonic.
Tonic Lounge.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was fucking amazing, dude. We got to meet him.
Yeah.
We got to.
Yeah, well, it's so crazy. I mean, Agalox played with Asphyx and Halo Bullets a few times now, and now like Martin knows us and he thanks us in Asphyx Records, and that's amazing. Yeah, it'll be good. So David and I are going tomorrow. It'll be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it.
He's one of the premier death metal vocalists to have ever been involved in this game.
Yep.
Incredible.
He was. Yeah, him and John Tardy were my blueprint in high school for my growls.
Yep.
Undoubtedly. So, yeah,
cool.
It'll be good.
I saw the Tron movie.
And
visually stimulating. It was IMAX in 3D, so next level.
Oh man, yeah.
$25 for a ticket for that.
Yeah.
But man, at first I was like, "Fuck, these 3D glasses are gonna be annoying. I'm gonna get a headache." But it was pretty cool. I got into it. You could actually see them coming at you in their little colorful cars. And shit.
Yeah.
But the soundtrack was fucking great, and it turns out the soundtrack was Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah.
I didn't really know that. I guess I kind of knew that, but I forgot. But yeah, so it was kind of cool to hear that, and worth checking out for sure if you like synthwave and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I put a song on the playlist.
I just saw my first 3D movie last week. Fam and I went to see the second Avatar in 3D, and it was
that came out a while ago though, didn't it? Or
yeah, it's like a re-release because the third one's coming out, and Ione's like super into Avatar, so we went and saw it, and I'd never seen a 3D movie before, and it was kind of like the Autechre thing. I'm like, oh, is this gonna make me sick? Like, is this gonna be really dumb? Is this gonna be annoying? But most of it was so subtle that there were times where I'm like, I can't even tell if this is 3D or not. So I take off my glasses. I'm like, oh, okay, it is. But it was so subtle. It wasn't like in my face the whole time.
Yeah, it worked pretty well.
Yeah.
Before you move on, there's a few things that happened the last few weeks. The festival cancellations at this Metal Threat festival.
Metal Threat. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Really interesting what happened with that. All these bands are being denied visas now and shit. And it made me really think about what the future is. If this shit continues, man, fucking European bands aren't going to want to come here at all, Well,
that's what Asphyx says. Asphyx is like, this is the last time we're coming to America.
That's what they're saying?
That's
You're making it worse now that I'm missing it.
No, I used to. Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, that's what they're saying. And I think a lot of bands are kind of having that stance too. Like it's not worth it, like
all the hoops they got to jump through. And the
yeah.
money too, I think costs them a lot. And they don't know when they apply, even if they're clean as, they're all clean, there's nothing to hide. They still don't know if they'll get denied. It's fucked up right now.
Or if with the way shit's going, like, will they be detained while they're here? Will they, like, will something weird happen? I mean, yeah, it's a mess. I don't know a lot about that metal threat thing, but I saw that, like,
what I saw was just like how many of the main headlining bands had to drop out because of
like half of them or something.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah,
I can't recall all of them, but pretty crazy that happened.
Totally crazy. Yes.
So we talked a while ago about Live Nation coming here.
Yes.
And the Lloyd Center being the location.
Yes.
There's another location.
No,
there's
what?
Two. Yeah, right off the Hawthorne Bridge. There's this huge lot there. They're leveling it now and they're starting to build. But there's going to be a 3,000 person venue there as well.
Jesus, really? Wow.
Man, we're fucked.
And that's a Live Nation venue?
Yep. So it's going to be 2 Live Nations here. This place is going to be taken over.
Fuck, man. Wow.
Brought to you by Jamba Juice.
Yeah.
And Cold Stone Creamery.
Wow.
Target will probably sell gift cards to this shit now. You could get your Ass Fix tickets there maybe at Target.
Yeah, that'd be great. I would love that.
Go to Music Plus or some kind of music store to get our concert tickets for Ticketmaster. It'd be like that. You can go to Target and get your Live Nation tickets.
Yeah. Order them on Amazon.
I fucking hate this world.
That's no bueno.
Sorry to bring you down, man.
Yeah. Well, I just had an advocacy meeting with the Academy last week, and I have one after this podcast too, and we're talking about how we can do more things locally rather than just like globally or within the United States, and focus on more local issues. And the one I brought up was Live Nation in Portland, because we've successfully fought it until now. So
we have, and they're the people that are involved in Revolution Hall. They're all fighting it too.
Yeah.
So there's some bigger players than us, obviously.
Yeah.
And people higher up that are fighting, but it's a losing battle at some point. I mean, think about how less just mom and pop in general is there in the world, Portland's been pretty. I was talking to David about this. He's from Miami.
Yeah.
And Portland's pretty, still doing well with these little nooks and crannies of neighborhoods and culturally interesting places. But a lot of this country, you don't know where the fuck you are. They could put you in a strip mall in fucking Memphis. You wouldn't know if you're fucking South Carolina in Maine or California. You wouldn't know where the hell you are.
No, exactly.
So what's happening to our world?
Yeah.
It's modern.
Well, I mean, like I talk to people too, and like a lot of cities, they don't have good bookstores. They don't have good record stores, and like what you're saying about, the movies, the films and shows here, the venues, the, organizations like Weird War or like the Hollywood Theater, things like that. Like a lot of cities don't have that stuff anymore. Nope. But Portland has consistently, vehemently fought against losing these things. But Live Nation would be a major loss for sure.
We'll see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't affect Roseland and Revolution Hall, but I don't know how it would,
I don't know how it wouldn't either. But I have heard interesting opinions from people where they're like, yeah, like that would be really bad, but there's still such an underground swell of like people in Portland.
That's the hope.
Yeah. Like, not
that Live Nation will attract the Bridge and Tunnel people or whatever. It'll attract the people that want to see fucking Kenny Chesney or some shit, but it won't take away from the
exactly
underground stuff.
And that's
I don't know who Kenny Chesney is, by the way.
I've heard the name, but yeah, I don't know either. But like, that is what people say, and I believe that to a degree. I mean, we talked about the hotel that went in downtown Portland last episode.
That's right.
And it failed, and now it's been replaced by food carts because that's Portland.
That's what it was before, though.
I know.
It was a whole block of food carts that got taken out for this Ritz-Carlton, and
yeah, and now the Ritz has failed, and they're going to go back to food carts.
Well, at the basement of that thing. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Build it.
Yeah. So, yeah. Wow.
Anyway.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I didn't know about that one.
Yeah, good stuff, right?
Yeah. Fuck. Okay. Well, man, we spent a lot of time on
one other thing. Interesting thing happened to me.
Oh, yeah.
Real quick. Sorry. we were watching Wishmaster. Have you ever seen this movie? Where it's like
Maybe a long time ago.
whole, evil genie, and he kind of wreaks havoc on the world. You have to ask the right questions. You think he'll give you a wish, and first people think,
yeah,
like, I want to be rich or something.
Right.
And he makes it so that it's actually fucking hell for you to be whatever that is. I'm sorry, I can't think of a good example or anything, but in that movie, and maybe this has happened to you, when you hear something and you realize that a band has sampled it, and
I love that.
It's such a fun feeling.
I love that.
Like, oh fuck, dude, I recognize this. Yeah. And you don't really realize it's happening until it happens.
Yeah.
It's so surprising.
I love that feeling so much. It
was Broken Hope.
Broken Hope. Yeah.
There's like 3 of them on there. Holy shit.
That's so funny. Yeah, I recently had that happen. Wyndham Hell in the 90s. It's like I knew that their records are a lot about Twin Peaks, and I'd seen Twin Peaks before and all that, but it'd been so long, and I was rewatching the original series. I don't know, like last year sometime, and I could just even the walking through the grass and the twigs breaking. I'm like, wait, like I know this, and then I could hear like the guitars come in my mind, like right where the sample was. Like, yeah, I love that feeling. It's so great.
So fun. It's great. That's a great thing about getting older. It's like slowly discovering these things,
Yes.
If I had died 10 years ago, I would never discover that. That would have been sad.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Well, shit. Yeah. Okay. I have listener emails, but we also have to talk about why we're here today.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Why are we here?
Castle Metal.
Castle Metal.
Castle Metal. Yes.
Whole new scene, bro. Whole new scene.
Yeah. So I have lots of thoughts I have a few thoughts about Castle Metal. Okay. Maybe we can save the listener emails for next time.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, go for it. What's your first thought?
Okay. So Castle Metal, I feel like, is a term. I'm trying to be as accurate as possible with this. I feel like I might be a little bit biased in this situation, but I do believe the first time I ever heard the words Castle Metal were out of Tanner Anderson's mouth many, many, many years ago.
He may have coined it. He may have.
I think he invented Castle Metal.
He's leading the march, certainly.
So what I wanted to do is try to remove myself from that, knowing that in my mind, Tanner invented it. Because I don't know of that term or that quite that. I mean, there's other bands that do it, obviously, but like Castle Metal to me is obsequiae, like first and foremost.
We're talking like melodic fantasy black metal or something.
It's like
medieval black metal or something.
Yeah, like Tanner's stuff, like the obsequiae stuff, is very much like medieval times. He has. It's harp music, and then it's
less easy, dude.
Well, but it is. I mean, it harkens back to like medieval times, and it has he's playing harps, and he's got hammered dulcimers, and the records have castles on the front of them, and like musically, as far as Tanner goes, like musically, the backbone is Greek black metal and Swedish death metal. It's the Gothenburg scene, and then it's like Rotting Christ, Verathron, shit like that.
That's right.
So the Castle Metal that I know is Tanner Anderson. What do you know about Castle Metal?
Well, I would not argue with that. I think Tanner started this with Obsequiae. I think they have 3 albums out now.
Yep, I think it's 3.
But it's been a while since they've done anything.
Yeah,
he's such a busy man. But he did do Majesties, and Majesties is pretty close. I mean, there's not as much harp and hammered dulcimer, but certainly the guitar tone and a lot of the music is pretty similar. So I would even say Majesties is part of this scene. Well,
I put Majesties on the I Hate Music playlist.
Excellent.
Just because, but I also put on the playlist. Actually, I'm gonna share the view of the playlist so everybody can see it that's watching. Nick and I added a bunch of stuff. As usual, it's stuff related to the topic, but also like what we've been listening to.
Yes.
This song here, Altars of Moss, is off the first Obsequiae record.
Well, let's start right off and play something, dude, just to kind of give people
Okay, yeah, let's
overview, and then we could talk about the history and what other bands are doing that now.
let's do that. So I picked Altars of Moss here because before Obsequiae existed, Tanner played me a demo version of this song because it was an old song. It was a different band. I can't remember what the band was called, but this one always stuck with me. And then when he released this record, that's when I started hearing him talk about castle metal, and I think he was kind of joking. But
Yeah,
now
probably.
it seems like it's kind of like an actual thing. So is this like a Mortis situation where somebody does something and then?
So yeah, I think he was ahead of his time when he did this shit, and he's kind of bridging this. You're probably tired of me talking about Dungeon Synth, but he's bridging this kind of fantasy medieval feeling, which a lot of Dungeon Synth is incorporating.
Yes.
Into a harsher style of metal, and
yes.
black metal in particular.
Well, and that's kind of something I wanted to bring up.
So whether he came up with the term, or he's going with it, or maybe he thinks it's a joke like Mortis does, we don't really know, I guess. But he was the first one.
I'm going to text him while we play a song and see what he thinks.
Nice.
What song should we play?
That one I put on there. I don't know if I put that one or you did. I put a Obsequiae song on there as well.
I put these two. I put Palms of Sorrowed Kings and Altars of Moss, and I think you put.
I put one further down. I think right there. Saris in.
Oh yeah.
Emeralds. This one's great.
Let's do this one.
Sure.
So this one, I don't know how to pronounce this. Saris series.
Look at that cover though, so beautiful. Ruined castle, nothing better.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Saris and Emerald Streams by Obsequiae, and this is off of the album The Palms of Sorrowed Kings. I believe that's the second Obsequiae record. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep up with that dude and all of his shit. But yeah, I think this is it. So I am. Oh, and just before I forget, episode 63 of I Hate Music was with Tanner Anderson, the inventor of castle metal. It was,
and he's a goddamn genius in many other forums.
And he's the sweetest dude ever. This was actually the last episode before I took my 1.5-year vacation from the podcast.
Oh wow.
But Tanner is also in Holder. We did a doom metal band together called Celestial. He also played keyboards in Panopticon. He bought me my very first tattoo. You can see it here, of trees. Very old friend of mine.
Crypt Sermon now too.
Oh yeah, Crypt Sermon too. Jesus Christ.
And is he doing okay? He got hit by a car. What happened?
He got off tour, I think with Holder. He was in Europe, got off tour, and like 2 days later he was run over in Boston. You should go visit him if he's home. He lives in Boston. He might be on tour. I don't know. But he lives in Boston now, and he got like run over. And I was like, oh man, that sucks. And then I didn't realize how bad it was. Like he was bedridden for months. And Majesty's just played Fire in the Mountains this last summer. And he told me it was the first time that he could stand and play guitar since the accident. So, yeah.
Well, I'm glad he's healing, but that's brutal.
Yeah, it was really bad. And I think the accident happened right after we saw him at Hell's Heroes in Houston. So, yeah, brutal. Yeah. So anyway, this is Obsequiae. Here we go.
Nice. Got to have the birds at the end.
Oh God, hold on. I forgot to hit stop. I just got a text from Tanner.
Nice.
So I said, his timing was perfect. I said, IHM is doing an episode on castle metal right now. Did you invent it? I think so. And he wrote back, everything about this makes me just want to fucking die.
Oh no, dude.
So
maybe out of respect for the inventor of the genre, we should probably stop talking.
Tanner Anderson did not invent castle metal. Has nothing to do with it.
Well,
Yeah.
on Wikipedia, it says the band's music has been described as castle metal, a mishmash of medieval music and melodic black metal with additional influences from doom and death metal.
Yeah. I imagine it's similar to when people describe Agalloch as folk metal.
That's right. I was going to mention Agalloch. You know, I think the Mantle and you guys' early work inspired a lot of different type of a genre. It projected a type of music that spawned out of it. You didn't name it. Unfortunately, you should have named it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it would have been.
Yeah. I mean, you can't
Northwest black metal or something, you know, it did kind of do that a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, maybe.
Yeah, for sure. But that's the thing. You do something and it might be like a little bit different than when people put these tags on it. Just like how Mortis was saying in our episode with him that he doesn't really like the Dungeon Synth name, but he became like accepting of it, and I assume that's what Tanner is doing here too.
Well, okay, to maybe to update what's happening with Castle Metal is that guitar sound. You hear the guitar sound is kind of like tinny, and the tone is kind of tinny and trebly. You know, I don't know if you this, but that guitar sound is now what's defining this Castle Metal. If you listen to this band called Weldon Woe, who just put an album recently, and another band called Morke, Morke. That's what they do. They use that guitar sound in what they're doing. You know, maybe it's a little slightly different or something, but it's interesting that like his sound is what's spawning these things, not just the description. You know? Right.
Yeah. Yeah. He's texting me some more right now, but I hope I didn't upset him. But yeah, I was, you know, I don't know about any like modern or like other castle metal other than the stuff that Tanner was doing. But I was looking.
Let's play another track, man. I mean, or just a little bit if you want to just hear a sample of each of these bands.
Yeah,
might be, you know.
I was looking at this Morke or Mork or whatever.
Yeah,
that's not an Agalloch cover, is it? Falling Snow.
It is. They do Falling Snow, dude.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, they do Falling Snow, man. It's interesting. Check it out.
Really?
Man.
Okay. Yeah. Let's play a little bit of it here.
Of the Falling Snow or of the...
Yeah, I just want to hear.
You're so curious. You have to hear.
Yeah, and you know, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Go for it.
Wow, it's on a record?
Yep. It's an EP.
Okay.
EP. Forged in Steel and Love.
They got to pay me those fucking money, man. I got fucking $50,000 in debt per month for this podcast. Where are my royalties? Okay. Wow. Okay. So this is unexpected. Falling Snow, Agalloch cover by Mork or Morke off of their Forged in Steel and Love EP. Here we go. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
If you hear, I put 2 tracks on there. You don't play if you don't want to, but Weldon Woe and Morke, Ashes of Feudalism, that song there. Those are both heavily inspired by Autechre. So
okay.
Whether we can call this a scene yet, that's to be debated, I suppose. But
interesting. Yeah. I wonder what, so
that fucking cover, that's stolen right from the shit that Tanner's doing, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I know. Well, I have like the blinking 3 dots on Tanner's text like for a long time now, so he's about to chew me out, I think.
Well, it's kind of cool to have him like chime in on this, you know.
Okay. Yeah, he's just like, when you're done with the episode, let me know. I've got something for just the 2 of us regarding this whole thing.
Nice.
Yeah, so I assume it's just like Agalloch and folk metal or Mortis and Dungeon Synth. It's just, you know, I'm sure that's what it is. But
as an artist, could you take it as a, you know, it's something to be, somebody's inspired by your music, you know, and in a way that they want to copy it, basically. I don't know. That's not a bad thing necessarily.
No. I think at least, I can't speak for Mortis or for Tanner. But you know, for Agalloch, what happened was we got this folk metal tag got put on us, and then it was kind of accurate for a little bit, and then all of a sudden folk metal turned into things like Fin Troll.
Exactly. That shit went sour. That went sour.
So far removed from everything that we're about that it's now when people say folk metal, they think of Fin Troll, but some people think of Agalloch, and that's just so diametrically different that,
That's right.
But, yeah. Okay, so let's listen to a little bit of this Wield and Woe then. So
Okay, yeah, please do.
you're
Right
saying
of Thorns.
you're saying this is like somewhat current,
It's brand new.
brand
Just
new.
came out.
All right.
And they're label mates with you and me on Fiat. They're on Fiat
Oh,
production.
okay, cool. All
Who
right.
put out the Dolan CD and tape.
Yeah. Okay. So this is Wield and Woe called Right of Thorns. Here we go. Cool.
What do you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like Tanner to me, you know? Yeah.
That's really great though, man. I think those guys are talented. A couple albums out and both are really good. So, Tanner hasn't released anything since 2019. So maybe that's why this is happening.
Yeah, maybe so. He just sent me a big long email about something, so I'll get his perspective on it later.
Cool.
But yeah, it's interesting. I didn't really know that castle metal was a thing. I think I knew whispers of it, maybe, kind of, but yeah.
Yeah, well, there you go. I think, the origins of sword and sorcery and metal go back to the 70s, basically.
For sure,
with
yeah.
Rainbow and Dio and stuff like this. So
Yeah.
it's just another iteration of kind of melding of medieval influences into heavy metal. And I think that's kind of cool. I'm always a fan of that kind of stuff. So
For sure, yeah.
whether it's Omen or Cirith Ungol or Hammerfall, all these fucking bands, dude, they're all great, man. So it's just another kind of version of that.
It's like a more...
Tanner would not agree, I don't think,
Well,
because comparing these kind of power metal bands to this, but the imagery and the what it evokes in me and those medieval melodies, it's pretty close, dude. And
I'm not sure that he would disagree. I mean, he's a trad metal guy too, Okay. I think that, and you can't deny that, even if his influences are Greek black metal and Swedish death metal, like those are influenced by things like Maiden, so
yes, that's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. So before we wrap this up, I do have one listener email that we have to get into,
okay. Nice.
Because it's more of a segment than a listener email.
Okay, I have something for you too. One thing.
Perfect. Okay. So you may remember our 666 degrees of separation that we did last time. It seemed like people had fun with that. We got a lot of emails in about it. We got a bunch of comments on it.
Let's refresh. That was Mayhem to Porcupine Tree.
Correct. Yes. Okay. And I can't remember the way that it went, but you made a version. Yep. David, who submitted this, had a version, and then we had a listener email that beat all of us. I think they did it like
he nailed it. That guy did.
Yep. So here's a new one. This is from our friend David. He writes in, I really wanted to have you go from death to resurrection just for the wordplay, but that's too easy. So here's the challenge.
Yes.
Go from cynic to resurrection, but there's a special rule for this one. You cannot go through... God damn. Sorry, I'm choking. Go from cynic to resurrection, but there's a special rule for this one. You cannot go through death.
Okay. And what about going through Scott Burns or something? Is that possible? Or are we talking about band members only?
So then he elaborates on our question from last time. As usual, connections have to be through a musician who has appeared on a studio recording with both bands. Producers, lyricists, excuse me, Jesus. Producers, lyricists, and live touring members don't count.
Okay. So Scott Burns we cannot use because Cynic to Resurrection, both Florida bands, doesn't seem like it would be difficult, but maybe it will be since he's proposing this. I think it must be hard.
But yeah, I think the key is you cannot go through death.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean,
shit, man. Because I guess Paul's been in a bunch of bands, so he with a lot of musicians.
Paul, Jason Goebel, Sean Reinert has done a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah. Okay, this will be good.
Yeah. So yes, cynic to resurrection, you cannot go through death. So Nick, that's your homework.
Okay, I'll do that for sure.
And listeners, if you want to take a shot, again, that's going from cynic to resurrection, but you cannot go through death. It has to be a musician who has appeared on a studio recording with both bands. Producers, lyricists, and live or touring members don't count. Email us at hate.pod.music@gmail.com. I think this time, if you get a correct answer that we can verify that is shorter than what David comes up with or what Nick comes up with, I'll send you a care package of stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we'll throw in some, some Dolphin or Traveler's Rest, whatever we got there.
Yeah.
I'm sure most of the fans of this podcast have this stuff.
They probably do. I'm probably just sending them extra copies of stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I've got some, I've got like maybe 2 more of the Ramones logo I Hate Music hoodies. I can send one of those or something. And yeah, we can work it out. But yeah, see what you can come up with.
Okay, and I've got something for you. Now,
all right.
We don't really do segments anymore. We used to do the T-shirt of the day.
Yeah,
We do Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Yep.
But I'm going to start up a new one, and this is just from me to you. I'm going to quiz. This is a trivia thing.
Oh shit!
So
okay, great.
Metal trivia.
I love it. I love it.
I'm gonna give you a question each time, and I think these are kind of fun. I like giving myself my own trivia, so it's like I might as well give Jason these things.
Yeah, do it.
Okay, so name what country these bands are from?
Oh shit! I love this. Okay.
Bethlehem,
Germany,
Marduk,
Sweden,
Pungent Stench,
Austria.
Very good. 100%.
Woohoo! Yes.
Real nice.
I think this is actually like a really interesting subject because there's something about underground metal, and it seems to be specific to underground metal. Well, it must happen in punk and things like that too, but I think it really helped with tape trading days too, like knowing where people are from. It's like why do I know that like so easily?
Are we talking about autism here?
Autopsy,
because
they're from California.
Really good, dude.
Thank you.
No,
Thank you.
Because we're talking about nerds. We're talking about geeks. About people that are obsessed. I don't know if punk fans are obsessed in the same way. Baseball fans are. Baseball fans know the statistics of fucking 1988 of what Ray Boggs did, and in the World Series he went 3 for 7, and he had 7 RBIs. It's almost like that where we can name. That's why the 6 Degrees is a game for metalheads as well.
Yeah.
We can 666 degrees. Is so that. Is because we are pretty good at retaining like who are members of what band and like what they've done in other projects and stuff.
Yeah. No, but there is something about that. And like back in the day, you'd get like a flyer and it would be like, oh, this band, and in parentheses it would have like the country they're from or the state that they're from. It used to be like a really important signifier, and also because you knew it's like it's Norwegian black metal, it's Swedish death metal, it's and people that know that like Norway's known for their black metal, not their death metal, and vice versa. Like Sweden is known for death metal, not so much black metal.
Yeah, right.
Like location matters a lot, and so when you throw band names at me like that, it's that
was fun.
It's
Sweden goes like both ways though, dude. Sweden goes black metal and death metal.
It does, but it's mostly known for death metal. I mean, of course you have your Marduks and things like that, but it's
Gehenna. Them, dude, they were great. I think they were Swedish. There's 2 Gehennas.
There's at least 2. There's because the Gehenna that I like is Norwegian. They have that First Spell EP. They're Norwegian. I'm pretty sure.
Shit. Okay.
I think, but there's like a Swedish like heavy metal one too.
Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking about the black metal one. Yeah.
I think they're.
What other Swedish black metal bands can we name?
Ophthalmia, if you want to call them black metal.
Oh man, that shit's so good, dude. Via Doloroso, that was amazing. So melodic.
Von Dur, Abruptum,
nice.
If you want to call those guys black metal. I'm blanking.
Germany doesn't have a lot too. Bethlehem is kind of an anomaly,
I mean, you've got like the lower name stuff, like Enstilla. They're from Germany, I think.
Where traditional metal and then thrash metal, destruct bottom and stuff.
Creator and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's fun. I love games like that. It's just like bam, bam, pungent stench, Austria. Yeah.
Okay, man. I'll do
Yeah.
it. I'll try to do it every time.
Awesome. Okay. If you've got another 5 minutes, I got one more for you.
Yeah.
This is from an email from our friend Kyle Heater. I can never remember.
I know, dude.
He says, "Hey, Jason and Nick, long time no Kyles. I speak for all of us when I say it's so good to have you back. We weren't sure what we were going to do without our two bald metal dads, but we are back," he says in all caps.
It's a good subtitle of our podcast.
Yeah. He poses this with a fuck, marry, kill. And that's the only reason I'm doing this right now is because we're on a little bit of a roll with these. His fuck, marry, kill are. Oh, he gives us 3 different ones. Wait a second. No, sorry, I'm misreading. Fuck, marry, kill. Niche American fests like MDF, Prague Power, or Fire in the Mountains.
Okay.
Danny Wimmer presents like Sonic Temple. Or huge Eurofests like Download, Glastonbury, Bloodstock.
Explain to me what the middle one was that you said.
I don't know what that is. Danny Wimmer presents like Sonic Temple.
I don't know what that is.
I'm going to Google Sonic Temple real quick because I don't know what that is. Let's see. It is this year, it's My Chemical Romance, Motionless in White, Death Clock, Devil Driver, POD.
Oh, no. Kill this shit for sure.
But then Suffocation.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Creator, Lorna Shore, Chelsea Grin,
Wow.
Cattle Decapitation, Body Count.
Oh, man. I love BC.
Sepultura, Stone Temple Pilots.
Huh. Wow.
Wow, that's like all over the map.
You know, on Sirius XM, they play this Motionless in White, and I always turn the channel. What the fuck is this shit, man? I don't get it, man.
I have never heard Motionless in White, but
Motionless in White. It just bothers me. The name even bothers me. I don't know why.
I think it's just more that like emo.
Well, these guys bring the horizon. Bring the horizon. God, man, that metal logo throws you off because they're not.
No, Double Driver, Death Clock, fuck it. But Cradle of Filth, Amon Amarth, Atriu, Black Label Society, Bloodywood,
Behemoth, Dying Fetus. What an interesting fest, dude. Seven Dust and Dying Fetus.
Yeah,
it's fucking crazy.
It is.
They're just throwing heavy music at all types of heavy music.
It's because like all this like metalcore, deathcore, emo shit is really kind of melding with death metal lately.
You think it's pulling from Suffocation, and do you think they're honoring Suffocation, or do they talk? I wonder.
I don't even know.
Maybe Kyle can give us a heads up on this.
I don't even know if they know Suffocation.
But they're playing at this fest. Cradle of Filth is too.
Yeah, Seven Dust. Yeah, I don't know this. I don't know this Dammy Wimmer shit. So
I mean, this is the type of fest that I wonder how they lay it out. I wonder how they control that amount of bands. That just seems insane. The sets must be 20 minutes at the most, you know.
It looks a lot. Well, it says 100+ artists still to be announced. So those are just the ones that have been announced. So yeah,
this is a very American thing, you know. Let's fucking throw out 1,000 bands and try to capture everyone instead of making like a created thing like in Roadburn or something, you know. This is
okay. So fuck, marry, kill the niche American fests like MDF, Prague Power, Fire in the Mountains.
Yes.
The Danny Wimmer shit, the emo core, Death Clock bullshit, or the huge Eurofest, Download, Glastonbury, Bloodstock.
Well, this is changing because these niche American ones are getting really good.
Yeah, they are.
Back 5 or 10 years ago, I would have easily said the European ones, you know. So.
Yeah, I would. I'm not sure I would agree with MDF being called a niche American fest. I think it's
maybe it's because it's death metal only. Maybe, and Fire in the Mountain is kind of atmospheric black metal or whatever. Maybe.
I mean, MDF has black metal, doesn't it? Doesn't it? I mean, like Mayhem.
We saw Uada there.
Uada, Mayhem. Yeah, I don't know.
I know.
But MDF seems more like a
Primordial and stuff.
larger metal fest to me. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But let's just stick with his definition.
Okay.
I think that I would go with merry niche American fests, kill the Danny Wimmer shit that I don't know about, and and fuck the huge Euro fests.
Yes. I agree 100%.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. These American ones are getting really good, and it's really, you know, I would travel to Germany. I would travel to England to see these cool fests, but we don't really need to do that anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
It's getting so that America is getting better, and that took a long fucking time.
Long fucking time. But like MDF has been great. MDF has been a great festival.
Hell's Heroes great too, man.
Hell's Heroes Decibel is always good.
Yep.
You know, we have it dialed in way more than we used to. And like I've never been to Download or Glastonbury. I played Bloodstock once and it was great, but that level of it's almost too much, you know, when it's that big, it's that many days, it's that many bands. I mean, MDF is a bit large for me, but it's just about
5 days, dude.
5 fucking days, yeah. But
you need a vacation after that.
I know, Jesus, man, yeah. So that would be my answer, and you too.
I agree. Yes,
yeah,
definitely. I would love to see Bloodstock. There's a few in Europe that I would still like to travel to, but I don't have the desire to see the Wacken again. I did that 3 times, and I think it was pretty amazing to see as a metalhead. But a lot of the shit they're playing now is like Fintroll. It's like I don't need to see Fintroll anymore.
No.
I have no desire to see. I used to like Nightwish actually back in the early 2000s. The Wishmaster album is great, but seeing Nightwish now, I don't know, man. I'm not that excited.
No,
that's the kind of shit they play at Wacken these days.
Yeah, for sure. Well, cool.
Cool. That was awesome.
Yeah, if I have any reports from Tanner regarding Castle Metal, that'll be my homework for next time. I'll let you know.
Yeah, please do.
But and get to work on that 666 degrees.
Sure will, bro.
And I'll give you a care package if you get the shortest one.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. So I've got Asphyx tomorrow. I have some academy meeting stuff coming up. But do we have any shows coming up?
I don't see anything. I'm looking now. I'm playing in December. Are you playing before December? You're playing also.
I was supposed to be playing. I was supposed to play this weekend, but that got canceled. I got
Goblin Nest. Sorry to interrupt. I got Goblin Nest at Star Theater. I kind of like to see that. There's multiple goblins happening now, so I'm a little confused about which one it is.
Yeah, and that's a different nest than what we're used to as well.
That's not the same. Fuck it, then I'm not going to that. I love Nest, man. I wish it was the same one.
Yeah, it's not that one.
We're seeing Agriculture, which is also a kind of a dumb band name.
I kind of like it. It's very. I mean, I kind of do. It's. I don't know. It's like there's something about that LA scene where they do like botanist and agriculture, and you know.
I see.
Yeah,
it's
kind of a thing, but we're seeing them on the 19th. I'm going to see the new Wicked right beforehand.
Nice.
So that's going to be an interesting combo. The new Wicked, and
you already have that on your calendar, like
we bought advance tickets because my kids are super fucking stoked, and we're taking Deshaun with us.
Oh, cool! So, awesome.
Yeah.
Very.
But
you got offered to do something. You said.
Yeah, I got offered to do the Feral Season tour coming up in November, but I had to turn it down because I think we're going to be out of town possibly. So
nice.
Yeah. But
cool.
That's all I have right now, I think.
Well, we'll talk more before then for sure.
So. We will. And you're going to be out of town for like a week?
No, just this weekend. So Thursday to Sunday, and then I'm gone next weekend as well. Going to Vegas, seeing.
That's right.
Seeing the Wizard of Oz at the Sphere.
Yeah,
my favorite movie, Wizard of Oz. So I'm excited for that. It's going to be some kind of experience, and seeing the Sphere, I can report back on the future of entertainment.
For sure. Yeah. Some of Aaron's coworkers are going to be there too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That weekend? The same weekend?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll see them at the fucking slots, dude.
You'll see them in the pit, the Wizard of Oz pit. Yeah, I'm going to go the next month because they're doing Cannibal the Musical at the Sphere.
What? No. Just for, it was like a millisecond, dude. It was just like,
What?
No, I think I reacted before you got to the Sphere part. That's what I was like.
Yeah, you did. Yep.
Then I knew it was bullshit. Then I knew.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Imagine
like Cannibal Corpse there or something.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, Cannibal's big enough. Amon Amarth's big enough, evidently. I don't know how, but they are.
They are. They're huge now.
Yeah. What the hell?
Yeah. Maybe Agalok will do it.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Have you got any offers?
Not for the Sphere. No. We're getting some pretty crazy offers right now that I can't talk about, but one that I told you about and one that I haven't told you about. So
yeah, pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But
oh man.
All right, man. Well, I kept you a half hour past your deadline, but
no problem.
Good episode as always. Everybody write it us, fucking donate to our motherfucking Patreon. You ungrateful bastards. Jesus Christ. How am I supposed to buy my rare 7 inches?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Makes me uncomfortable when you're so angry. So you guys better pay this guy.
I
don't want to see this.
You're going to make Nick uncomfortable. You don't want that.
I don't want that. Please.
All right, man. Well, thanks again, and travel safe, and we'll talk to you soon.
Check you later. Bye.
Bye.
An Earth in Sound production.